In this video, we'll be introducing the right triangle trig ratios, sine, cosine, and tangent. By definition, the sine of theta, which is abbreviated SIN, or sine theta, is equal to the ratio of the side opposite to the hypotenuse. So in this drawing, since we're talking about theta, that's this angle in this corner of the triangle. The side opposite is right across, so we've labeled that opposite, and the side adjacent is right next to the angle. The cosine of theta, abbreviated COS theta, or cosine theta, is defined to be the ratio of the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. So we'd look for the adjacent side and then write that in a ratio to the hypotenuse. And then the tangent of theta, abbreviated TAN, tangent theta, is defined to be the opposite over the adjacent. So we would look at opposite over adjacent. So for this drawing, if we wish to find the sine of angle A, we first locate angle A, and we see that the side opposite is A, and the hypotenuse is C. So the sine of angle A is A over C. The cosine is defined to be adjacent over hypotenuse. So again, locate angle A, and the adjacent side would be B. The hypotenuse is C. And then for the tangent of angle A, tangent is defined as opposite over adjacent, so it'll be A over B. For the sine of B, we have to locate angle B, which is up here, and sine is opposite over hypotenuse, so B over C. For cosine of B, we need the adjacent over hypotenuse, so A over C. And then the tangent of B is opposite over adjacent, so B over A. Solve the triangle means we want to find any unknown parts. We're told on this triangle, remember to use our right triangle trig. Our triangle needs to be a right triangle, so we have to have one right angle. And so this angle is 36 degrees, so we can easily find angle A. We know that the angles of a triangle add up to 180. We've already used 90 for this right angle, so the other two add up to 90. So we would just take 90 minus 36, and we can see then that angle A is equal to 54. Then we're told the hypotenuse is 6, and we still need to find side A here and side B here. So let's find side A first. We know that A is the adjacent side for angle 36, and I know the hypotenuse. So the trig function that I would use with these two sides would be cosine. So I would state then that the cosine of this 36 degree angle would be the adjacent side divided by the hypotenuse. To solve for A here, we'd multiply both sides by 6. 6's cancel, and so 6 cosine 36 is side A. Now I need to grab my calculator to do this. When you're working with degrees, make sure that your calculator shows DEG, or make sure you're in the degree mode. So I need to multiply 6 times the cosine of 36. So A is approximately 4.85. Now for B, the side labeled B is across from the 36-degree angle. So we'll use the sine. Put that over here. We'll say that the sine of the 36-degree angle is equal to the side opposite, which is B, divided by the hypotenuse, which is 6. So again, multiply both sides by 6, and these will cancel. And we have B is equal to 6 sine 36, which I can do on my calculator. 6 times the sine of 36 is 3.53. Let's do another one. Alright, here we have a right triangle. I don't know any angles, but I can use Pythagorean theorem to solve for x. I know that the hypotenuse, which is 7, needs to be on the side by itself on the equation. So I would write 7 squared is equal to 3 squared plus x squared. And then do the math. 49. 3 squared is 9. Subtract 9 from both sides. So 40 is equal to x squared. Square root both sides. So x is equal to the square root of 40. Now that radical can be simplified because 40 is the same as 4 times 10. So we can rewrite this as the square root of 4 times the square root of 10, which is square root of 4 is 2, and then square root of 10 I have to leave 2 root 10 for x. Now I need to use my trig to find either one of these angles. Let's find angle M. Angle M is equal to the side opposite angle M and the hypotenuse. So I can say sine of M is equal to 3 divided by 7. To get M by itself, I need to arcsine both sides of the equation. Arcsine of the sine, these are inverse operations, so I'll have M here. And then on the calculator, to do arcsine, you're looking for the angle, so you'll take the second button, hit that first, and you'll see a little second show up, and then sine, arcsine, and then 3 divided by 7. So the angle M is 25.38 degrees. Then we also need angle O, and angle O can be found. We don't need to use trig on that one. We can just take 25.38 away from 90, since these two angles add up to 90 degrees. So I can take 90 minus 25.38, and that'll give me angle O to equal 64.62.